I'm your host, Mike St. Clair with Viper R.I.P. Paranormal, and today we're going to talk about cleaning up your EVPs and why not to do it. Now, this is sometimes known as enhancing or noise reduction, but regardless of what you call it, if you're changing the sound of the original recording so you can hear it better, the scientific and credible paranormal communities will look at it as a manipulated file and it will be discredited. And that's a big deal for me. And if you're serious about paranormal investigation, and I know a lot of you are, it should be a big deal to you as well. Now, I'm not saying that to intimidate or to bully anyone into thinking that they have to do things exactly like I do. I'm not here to criticize, and I'm not here to discredit anyone's methods or evidence. I'm here to educate by using scientific facts that you can use to better yourself as a paranormal investigator if you choose to do so. Now, I understand not everyone is going to agree with me, and at the same time, not everyone applies the same amount of science to their paranormal investigations. And as much as I hate to say this, a huge percentage of people that call themselves paranormal investigators will accept the paranormal explanation over the logical scientific explanation 9 times out of 10. And if they continue to do that, they will not be a successful paranormal investigator. Now, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because I care about you guys and I want to see you all succeed and be the best you can be at whatever it is you decide to do. Okay, now the paranormal investigation's over. You're back at the house. It's time to review and see if you've captured anything. Now, review is one of the most important aspects of paranormal investigation, because if it weren't for review, we wouldn't be able to catch evidence, and isn't that one of the big reasons that we do this? Now that we know the importance of review, I don't care how good of a paranormal investigator you are. I don't care if you're Jason Halls or Zach Bagans or any one of those other guys on television that thinks they know what they're talking about. If you don't know how to review, then you don't have the total package, and that's what we're looking for, the total package. We're sitting down, we've got our headphones on, we're about 15 minutes into the recording, and all of a sudden, we hear something. It sounds like it could be a voice, maybe 2 or 3 syllables, maybe even 2 separate words, but you can't quite make out what it says. No investigators were talking at the time, no one heard it, no one tagged it. If you recorded it, no one heard it, it's got to be paranormal, right? Well, no, not at all, and in most cases, it's not. We have to figure out whether this is something natural or something supernatural. Now, the easiest and most effective thing to do is to find a voice recorder or a camcorder that was running in the same area at the same time and compare the 2 clips. And most likely, 98% of the time, you're going to figure out exactly what it was, and you're going to find out that it's probably not going to be paranormal, unfortunately. I find that instead of doing that, people are opening up their audio software and they're throwing in the file and adding noise reduction. Now, they'll add the noise reduction and listen to it. If it sounds good, if it pulls the voice out a little better, if it cleans it up, then they'll use it. If not, they'll add more noise reduction, and they'll keep doing it, and they'll keep doing it, and they'll keep doing it until they come up with something that they like, that they can understand, and that they could present as paranormal evidence. Now, when we apply a noise reduction, we're making some major changes to the way the original recording sounds. We're going in and we're trying to remove background noise and unwanted sounds so we can hear the EVP more clear. Well, while we're doing that, we're also removing important frequencies that may be needed for that EVP. If it's a legitimate one, there's a possibility that you could completely remove it by using a noise reduction. And the second thing we're doing, along with removing frequencies from it, is we're actually adding sounds to the existing frequency. So the combination of removing sounds and adding sounds, it completely damages the credibility of the EVP. The reason people are so fond of noise reduction is because it has the ability to turn nothing into something. It can turn simple sounds that may be a footstep, something sliding across the floor, someone clearing their throat, anything like that. And if you add this noise reduction, you can make it sound like a voice, like it really sounds like an EVP. Our brain doesn't like chaos. It wants to make sense of everything. So when we have these simple little sounds with this noise reduction added, our brains are going to make sense of that, and eventually we're going to start hearing words in that. That's a phenomenon called matrixing or pareidolia or whatever you want to call it. Here's a good rule of thumb. If you have to make alterations to the EVP to be able to hear it or understand what it says, then it's most likely not an EVP at all. And even if it is, it's too insignificant to prove. That's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to comment and subscribe for more Ghost Hunting 101, budget ghost hunting, and everything paranormal.